Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I'm continuing on with this rather large job, and this obviously is a sculpture textured kind of a carpet. It's very loose here too, but it really is packed down over here, so I just wanted to show you just how, again, another opportunity to show you just how incredibly effective the Rotary is with the right attachment at lifting the pile. It's just literally lifting up and separating the yarn right before your very eyes, like instantly. You know, there are those that say that the Rotary packs or pushes or flattens down the carpet. Well, again, I'm showing right before your eyes that with the right attachment, that is absolutely a false statement. So once more, the Rotary is just showing how such a simple, primitive, archaic machine in the hands of someone who knows how to operate it is a very effective, very good performing tool. And I've been, again, actually today is the last year, the last day of our year and our business year, and this was our 29th year. We're now entering our 30th year. Tomorrow will be the start of the 30th year in operating. Of course, I've been actually carpet cleaning for way more longer than that, because I was carpet cleaning prior and actually owned started a business I worked with my dad starting in 1974, and I started a carpet cleaning business in 84. Was it 84? Let me see. Yeah, I guess it was. Or no, 86, pardon me. 86, I remember, because it was the year of the Expo, and Expo 86. Yeah, in 1986 I started a company that originally, I started it up, and then my brother came on board with me, and we were using the host powder system with CRB, the host machines, and we thought we were, and we did initially we did very very well indeed, and we marketed against steam cleaning real hard and heavy. No soaking, no shrinking, no soggy wetness. And we did well. Oh, I thought I saw something there. Seems to be gone. Yeah, it really took off. People really wanted the dry, low moisture, and that's where I really began to realize the importance of marketing a dry method or a low moisture method. I really understood that a lot of people out there are just sick and tired of getting their carpet soaking wet, especially since, and it was, I guess, even worse back then when guys were advertising ridiculously low prices, always with the intention of getting the door and upselling, and it was a big thing then, maybe more so now than it is now, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, that's I learned a lot of really valuable lessons about how to do create the marketing and how to run a business, and I learned a lot of things about what not to do, as I stepped out of the business after a year or two for various, mostly personal reasons anyway, that I was dealing with at the time, and I watched how a lot of things decisions that were made I thought, no, that's a bad idea, and of course nobody would listen to what I had to say, but that's fine, because then a couple of years later I ended up moving to the Okanagan, and next thing you know, I started up Oxy-Dry, and I didn't have anybody interfering with what I wanted to do and confusing the whole thing, as it were, and I was able to do what I, in my heart, knew a way that it should be done, and that's what I've been doing ever since. So you can see how incredibly well the pile is lifted and the textures come back. So we're gonna go to the green stripe. I'm actually gonna use the B side here. Get rid of this. There's 3 rugs and then one over there too I have to do yet. I had my finger on the base. Yeah, back when we were doing the host system back in Victoria, that's where I did that. We were at the time the largest operator of the host system in North America. I believe we were anywhere. We had we ended up having 12 employees, I believe, or so, and 4 vehicles on the road just doing the host system. But I learned some very valuable lessons about how effective or non-effective that particular method was using CRBs. And of course they had the powder, which is actually ground up corn husk, and that's when I learned that CRBs absolutely will or can cause tip bloom, because we had it happen lots of times. I remember one time we actually, or well, we did it more than once. We used to do home shows. We set up this display in the home show, and we had the 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 machine there and the powder and everything, and we went and bought I don't know, it was a cheap builder grade carpet, I guess, or whatever, but anyway, we would run the machine on the carpet and show people how it worked and everything. And by the time we were there for 2-3 days or whatever, and by the time we finished that home show, that you couldn't see any texture on that carpet at all. It just looked like animal hair. It was just like totally destroyed. We used to do home shows a lot. And in fact, when I started Oxy-Dry, 30 years ago, I guess we did home shows for at least 5, maybe 10 years. We ended up, I think that we did it, there was a time there where we were doing at least 3 or 4 a year. Initially, they worked pretty darn well, actually. Anyway, and then things started actually started to change. And one of the things that we noticed, by the way, you start doing a few home shows, you begin to realize you're starting to see the same people at all the home shows every year. And it's like, okay. A lot of people, they just go there, the home shows, for entertainment. There's actually not too many people that are there really looking for something per se. It's just something to amuse them. And then there's the people that all they want to do is enter into the contests and the freebies and the giveaways and all that kind of stuff. And they just go from booth to booth, and whoever's got some sort of a enter here kind of a thing, they do that. And one of the things I learned was how to make sure people would take brochure. I learned how to do that, and I did that by I tried various things, because most of the time, most people, when they're walking by you and they say, "Hey, can I talk to you?" No, they won't even look at you. It's really quite. It's like, why are you here? But anyway, what I did I think the last 2 home shows, I ended up getting these pens, and they had a little LED light in them. They were not cheap, but I'd say, "Hey, would you like a nice LED pen?" And I'd turn it on and hand it to them, and everybody would take the pen and hand it to them with the light on and everything, and I'd hand them a brochure. But we really did not generate a lot of work from the home shows. It just was there work? Yes. Was it really worth it? Maybe. I'm sure it got our name out there, but it just didn't seem to generate a lot of work. And that was, and they were a lot of work, because you're there from dawn till dusk for well, I guess the first night was Friday evening or whatever, and then all day Saturday and all day most of the day Sunday, I guess. And then you gotta get there and set it up on Friday, and then you're there for a few hours, and then you're there all day Saturday, and then you're there for almost all the day Sunday, and then you gotta dismantle your booth and everything. And I bought some booth stuff, and I was very organized and had it all figured out and everything, and I ended up talking to a lot of people, and in a lot of ways it was good, but in the end we determined that it just wasn't really worth the effort and the time, and it was a different thinking. People, that was before everybody was into internet stuff and everything, so things are different now. But it was a good experience. I don't regret it. Been there, done that, There's not much I haven't done, I guess. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We got area rugs to do. So anyway, I thought you'd like to see how wonderful this, again, lifted the pile. When I do the vacuuming, it'll all stand up nice and straight and even and look wonderful, because I lifted the pile with the Rotary and the Oxy-Dry fibre pad. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good day.